Hello everyone, I am Dr. Deepika Saravgi and in this video I will explain some basic terminologies. The outlines covered in the video are time value of money, present value and future value and net present value. We'll start with the first topic which is time value of money. Time value of money means money's worth at different times. For example, if we have 1000 rupees in past, its worth is more than the 1000 rupees purchasing power of today. And if the same amount of money, 1000, we kept for future, then its worth is less than the today's worth. So the value of money changes over the time is known as time value of money. Next is present value and future value. The value of an amount A in hand today is called the present value or discounted value of the money. The value of an amount after some time or number of years is called the future value or accumulated value. The amount A is called sum due. The process of finding the present value of a sum due is called discounting. The formulas used to find out the future value is A equals to present value into 1 plus I raised to number of years, which is represented by N, where I is equals to rate of interest upon 100. Next formula to find out the present value is P equals to A upon 1 plus I raised to N. Let us take one example to explain it more clearly. In this example, we have to find the future value of rupees 20 lakhs after 3 years if the rate of interest is 8%. So, in the question, it is given that the present value P is 20 lakhs, N is 3 years, and I is rate of interest upon 100 means 0.08. After putting the values into the formula, we got that P into 1 plus I raised to n is 20 lakhs into 1 plus 0.08 raised to 3. After solving this, we have got A equals to 25 lakhs 19,424. Means the future value of 20 lakhs with the rate of interest 8% after 3 years is 25 lakhs 19,424. Similarly, we will take one more example to find out the present value. In this example, a person estimated that after 3 years he would require rupees 50 lakh for his new business. He wishes to put aside some money now, investing in an instrument giving 7% per annum compound interest to meet his requirements. Then how much money should he invest presently? So here we have to find out the present value. So the given value is A equals to rupees 50 lakhs, which is the future value after 3 years. So N equals to 3 years and I is equals to 7 upon 100. 7 is the rate of interest. So the value of I is 0.07. After putting the values into the formula, P equals to A upon 1 plus I raised to N, we have got the value 50 lakhs upon 1 plus 0.07 raised to 3. After solving this, we have got the present value which is rupees 40 lakhs 81,489 rupees 38 paisas. So he has to invest rupees 40 lakhs 81,489 rupees 38 paisa presently to get the rupees 50 lakhs in the future after 3 years at 7% rate of interest. This is about present and future value. Now we will come to the next topic which is net present value. Net present value is required in capital budgeting, in which one company or institute has to do some investment and into some project, and he requires to take the net present value, means how much value he has, and after execution of the project how much he will get. So the formula for net present value is factor 1 plus compounding factor 1 upon 1 plus I plus C2 upon 1 plus I raised to 2 up to CP upon 1 plus I raised to P, where C shows the cash flow at each year. In first year, the cash flow is remains the same, but in other years, the cash flow is given to you, and you have to multiply it with the discounting factor. This 1 upon 1 plus I raised to n is known as the discounting factor. Let us take one example, but before taking the example, we have to go through some exception and rejection criteria. Means we have to accept the project or reject the project depends upon the net present value of the project. A project is acceptable if its net present value is greater than 0. Means if net present value is positive, then only we accept the project. And if the net present value is negative or less than 0, then we have to reject the project. And sometimes we have more than one project with equal investment. So at that time, the project which has the higher net present value will be accepted. Let us take one example now in which we have to find the net present value for the following project, and we have to decide whether to accept or reject it if the capital cost is 15%. Here some values were given. Number of years means we have to invest up to 5 years, and the cash flow is given. In first year we have to invest, so the cash flow of first year is negative, and after the investment we have got some amount, and after calculating the NPV based on this amount yearly, we will plan that what we have to do. We have to accept the project or reject the project. In the question, it is given that N is 5 years, means we have to invest up to 5 years. And I is equals to 15 upon 100, means 15%. Rate of interest is 15%. So I is equals to 0.15. So first of all, we have to prepare a table in which we have to find out the cash flow along with discounting factor, so we can assume or we can calculate the present value of every year. In first year, the cash flow is negative because we are giving the cash. So minus 70,000, and discounting factor is 1 because n is equals to 0. So something to the power 0 is 1, and 1 upon 1 is 1. So with this formula, we have to calculate the discounting factor of each year. Okay. And then we can get the present value by multiplying the cash flow with discounting factor, which is minus 70,000. In next year, the cash flow is 10,000. And through this discounting factor formula, we have got the value at first year, which is 0.869565. Then the present value is cash flow into discounting factor. Again, for second year, we will find out the discounting factor and multiply it with the cash flow to find out the present value of the cash. After that, we get the discounting factor of the next year, third year, and again find out the present value up to 5 years. After getting all the values, we will add on all the present value to find out the net present value. Since after adding this, we have got minus 2258.08. Here, the value of net present value is in negative or less than 0. So, the project is rejected. That's all for this video. Thank you.